It's that time again for another tier list, but in this one specifically, I want to focus on the most useless LR releases in Dokkan history up until May of 2022. Now, these units I wouldn't say are actually bad. Some of them are pretty mid, but it's more so what they do for their team and what value are they really bringing. That's like the whole focus of today's video, and then compare them to other units that released in their same celebration or their same, you know, era, if you will. So really quick, I have to catch at least one person lacking with today's very quick subscriber challenge, which is this. I need you to be very honest. If you don't know who the best waifu in the world Speedwagon is, if you don't know who Speedwagon is, you got caught lacking today, you got to subscribe to the channel. It is what it is. I don't care what your excuses are. Go watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. You will see the best waifu in existence, Speedwagon. All right. Now, if you do know who he is, massive shout out to you. You can skip today's subscriber challenge. I will catch you lacking in the next one. Stay tuned for that. And let's hop straight into today's video. So, I just want to mention that my list may look a little bit different than your list. All right. We are two different people with two different opinions. But I would really like you to let me know in the comments, who do you believe to be the most useless LRs upon release, okay? And I think all of them here are fairly recent. So in the number 3rd spot, which again, the way I'm ranking this is that the number 1 is the most useless, I think. Number 3 is useless, but not as much as 2, not as much as 1, etc., etc., okay? So in the 3rd slot, I would actually put 2 units, okay? Gohan and Krillin and Tapion and Minosha, okay? Now, when these two came out, the team building options are sort of slim when it comes to both of these units, and what they provide for their team is cool, and it's definitely not bad, right? We get worse as we go up the list here, but it's just like, okay, for example, okay, Tapion and Minosha, starting off with them, they're definitely not bad. Their 4 key and 40% support literally only applies to like another Tapion or Minosha unit. Other than that, they're only giving 2 key 20% to stored figures or 2 key and 20% to siblings bond. So just keep that in mind. Their damage reduction, part of their passive sucks, and they do have actually like a pretty decent active skill. Like their active skill is actually pretty like potent. So I do like them a lot. But in terms of just like teams, you're like, are you really running this guy in Legendary Existence? Are you really running this guy in any of these teams? It's like, I don't really think you are, right? Like, who are you? Like, again, this is one of those things where it's like, again, like this unit isn't the worst. Actually, Tapion and Minosha is my favorite LR in the game. Like, to be completely honest with you, they are my favorite LR in the game. But it's like, there's better options, way better options, on all of these teams than to, like, there's no real incentive. So like, he was kind of DOA for me, like dead on arrival in a way. He's not bad. Again, he's not a bad LR. He's not. Especially paired up with LR Tapion, with AGL Tapion, the EZA AGL Tapion. So, like, they're not bad. It's just he could have been a lot better. He could have done a lot more for his team, I think, especially since how restricted he is. And then you do have, you know, Krillin and Gohan. If this unit was a 3 key, 40% support to Namek Saga, they wouldn't even be on this list. But I feel like this unit was trying to be something that, unfortunately, like, they're not a bad LR. They can put up some really decent numbers, especially after like their exchange body armor or whatever you want to call it. But you're not running this unit on like Joined Forces or Kamehameha. Like, you're not doing that. Namek Saga, honestly, like, if I had this LR, I don't even think I'd run them, to be honest. Like, if I want to run like a full like Namek Saga team, like I'm running, you know, full power Frieza, I would definitely pick Tech Piccolo in there, which people disrespect him. He's actually not that bad. He's not. I'm not saying I'm not defending him. He's not the greatest unit of all time, but he's definitely not as bad as people think he is. Namek Goku's definitely an option. Like when it comes to this unit, they're not bad. It's just, again, like, what are they really doing for the Namek Saga team? And the answer is not that much. They're pretty selfish with their kit, and it's like, you really need the 24 key. I don't know, man. They're not bad. They're not really. I don't really consider them extremely, you know, useful or extremely, you know, catered to any specific. They just exist, and I don't really like that too much. So yeah, I do have both these units at number 3. You could say, you know, honorable mention maybe, but I don't know. I'll definitely put these in the number 3rd spot. And then, as you already saw, we do have Golden Frieza and 17 at number 2. Again, they're not really a bad LR. With, you know, in their best case scenario, they could actually look pretty decent. You just have to get hit. Okay, so when it comes to this unit, dude, it just like, why do they exist, man? And on top of that, why are they like, I get golden freezes like extreme and all, but like, I don't know, like, it's hard for me to sit here and really just defend this unit. They're not bad, it's just they could have been a lot better. And when you compare this unit to LR AGL UI Goku when he first came out, it's like, there's no real incentive to run this guy. He doesn't, I don't care what anyone says, he does not fit on Battle of Fate. He does not fit on Battle of Wits. You can force fit him there, of course. You can definitely make a team around this guy, but you're not running him over other units and Universal Alasago or reps of Universal. You're like, this is not your first choice when picking any of these teams. Like, dude, again, if he was like some sort of support or like extremely tanky unit, then maybe, right? But he's not even that. So it's like, I don't really know. And then it's just, this unit's just kind of whatever to me. I do like Gohan and Krillin, Tapion and Minosha more than this unit, which is why these guys are currently at number 2, second most useless upon release in my opinion, right? And then basically the most useless, I think, upon release, which, I mean, I guess some people could definitely argue this. I don't really know how much luck you'd have arguing with other people, but dude, like, Broly, Chilai, and Lemo. I love the art for this unit. I will give it that, okay? And I love the fact that on 12 and 18 key, they do greatly raise their defense. The only issue is, I mean, they are supporting their allies. Cool, all allies. But what allies are they really supporting? You're not running this guy over other units in movie bosses. You're just not doing that. Like, this is not unit you'd say, okay, you know what? Let me, you know, do that. And then for joined forces, no. Bond of friendship, definitely not. And then, like, this unit is not only very limited, but they are extremely limited in terms of their passive and how many orbs they really need to look really, really good. And that is like my only issue with this unit. If this unit changed orbs, maybe that's a different story, but they don't change orbs, and yet they're very reliant on orbs. If you can somehow get 7 key spheres, then sure, you know, do what you got to do. But I mean, like, so like they're mid in terms, their links are not bad. I mean, like, Big of Bosses is cool, but like, are you running this guy with another Frieza? No. Janemba? No. Like, what do you, like, no, you're not doing that. So again, it's like, this unit is just useless, I think, all around. Leader skill is mid, especially today, right? I mean, back in the day, you know, 2 years ago, maybe it wasn't mid. But right now, this is definitely mid. You're not running this guy as a leader. Again, this unit just has no viability, I think, just whatsoever. They're a cool unit. And again, if you like change all their orbs to physical, they could do some pretty disgusting numbers. But how realistic is that turn really? So yeah, I do think Broly, Chilai, and Lemo are the most useless LR upon release. At least like some of these other LRs here, like they have their uses. And at least the date, like when they release, like if we're talking about the worst LRs right now in the game, sure, this may be a little bit different. But in terms of like upon release, like, I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think. Where would you personally rank the top 3 or maybe even the top 5 most useless LRs upon release? Maybe I am forgetting a specific LR. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you enjoyed this, you know, sort of quick tier list. I have some other videos to record for you while I'm on vacation, so hopefully you're enjoying this content. I'm sorry I can't cover things, but you know, it's just when you're on vacation, man. I at least I'm trying to get videos out for you guys every single day. Oh no, I will get videos out for you guys every single day. It's just I can't cover the news and stuff, so I apologize about that. But you know, I gotta do what I gotta do. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.